I mean, the most relaxing place I've ever been is anywhere that a hammock exists. Like, if as long as I've got a hammock somewhere, I feel like I've settled into relaxation. So I guess take a hammock, bring it to the forest, tie it up between trees. Maybe there's some running water next to you. Panther Creek on the Columbia River Gorge. I did that there, and I'm not sure I've ever felt more relaxed than laying in that hammock over the water right there in the forest. Hi, I'm Lacey J. I'm an entrepreneur who started a social media agency at age 22. Weird, I know. I've been niching it down and building it up over the last 11 years, and a long 11 years they have been. Being on social media so much is hard on my and my team's mental health, so we work to find routines, balance, and focus on ethics that keep us showing up authentically online. If you manage social media accounts and you feel confused, unfocused, or straight up wackadoo, welcome to the club. We meet here once a week. Hello and welcome back. I am happy to have you here. It's time to content plan for December. That's right. So let's go ahead and get right into it. December, first of all, is obviously huge for any retail or e-commerce store, right? We are pushing for sales during this time. Like, how many different ways can you get someone to consider buying your product as a Christmas present for someone else? That's basically the first few weeks of December. So if you are a retail or e-commerce store, you should have started your ads a while ago, which you probably did. So right now you've got the last few weeks to really hone them in, optimize them, look at what's worked the past few weeks, and punch out some great ads to promote your products. Let's get them in people's hands for the holidays, okay? Now, if you are not a retail or e-commerce business, December is quite a bit different for you because so much of social media feeds during this time are taken up by ads for products that you might think a little bit differently about your strategy during December. There are no specific monthly observances that I want to bring to your attention to December because basically it's like this is holiday month, okay? So no big monthly ones, no big weekly observances either. So let's get into some of the holidays or national days then that run through December that could help with your content planning. December 4th is National Cookie Day. Okay, obviously there's lots of food-related national days, but I pulled out a few of the best holiday-related ones that I thought you might be able to create content around. National Cookie Day, do you figure out, poll your employees about what their favorite cookies are during the holidays? Do you do an activity with your employees or with the community where you're creating Christmas cookies and decorating and getting people to vote on them? Are you getting people to submit their favorite cookie recipes? You can tell I care a lot about this, okay? There's lots of content ideas around National Cookie Day. Figure it out. December 12th is Gingerbread House Day. How fun. Can you get people to submit their own gingerbread house photos that you can then share? Can you have your employees create gingerbread houses that you can share? Could you contract an artist to make a custom gingerbread cookie house for your business that has your brand and stuff on it? That would be super cool. So play with that. Now, 12 Days of Christmas, if you want to do any sort of campaign around that, runs December 13th to December 25th. That's a fun idea. If you could do 12 Days of Christmas and come up with how it works for your own brand and your own themes, that's like your content for the month. One big campaign, call it good, 12 Days of Christmas. Another thing to look at is December 16th. It is National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, okay? How many fun things could we do? Let's just start taking pictures of everybody's Christmas sweaters when they come into the office. Let's get people to submit their pictures. Let's have people design and sketch what the worst ugly Christmas sweater would look like. Lots of fun ideas you could do for December 16th. Moving on, December 18th to December 26th is Hanukkah, so consider adding some of that content, especially if that is representative of who your community is filled with, okay? Hanukkah, December 18th to December 26th. Now, December 20th is Go Caroling Day, okay? Maybe we put together caroling compilation from our employees. Maybe we add links to some of the most famous carolers. At Spry, we have 2 musicians on our team, and the last 2 years, they have done their own version of a famous Christmas song, and it's been some of the most watched and commented content on our channels all year long. So, this is your reminder, Spry guys, to do another carol. Let's figure out what we want to do for that. December 21st is winter solstice. It's the depth of darkness, okay? The darkest day of the year, December 21st. From that day on, things get bright again, okay? So maybe you do something for December 21st, winter solstice. I always just feel so much better after that day has passed. My birthday is the opposite. It's June 22nd is my birthday, one of the longest days of the year. So I just feel a cascading depression all the way from my birthday to December 21st. And then we turn the corner and the days are getting longer again. And I feel like I'm going to make it. I'm going to be okay. Christmas Eve and Christmas, December 21st. There's going to be good bloopers for this episode. Christmas Eve and Christmas, December 24th and December 25th. You'll have that in your content calendar, I'm sure. Kwanzaa, December 26th to January 1st. And the last one, New Year's Eve. Okay, New Year's Eve, the last day of the year. Now, I want to, before I move on into some themes and some sports, I would like to give you important permission, okay? The permission that I want to give you is like the last week or 2 of December that's full of those holidays, Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve. Most often, you are spending with people you love, your friends, your family. And I would love to just have you spend that time with them. Like, yes, social media is important, but like it's just social media, okay? So if you can, as a social media manager, schedule out the last 2 weeks to have either no posts, because who cares? People are hanging out with their family. They're so full on food that they can't pay attention to anything while they're scrolling. So why not take some of that time off, or just make sure to get all of your content scheduled ahead of time so that you can just let it be during that time. Maybe you don't have to run any ads during that time. You deserve the peace of taking a little bit of time off where your mind is totally disconnected from your platforms, okay? I give you permission to take some time off at the end of this year before you get started really going hard at the beginning of January, okay? Do it. It's for your own mental health. It's important, okay? All right, let's just pop into a few themes that you might be thinking about for December. Number 1, it's cold and it's dark, okay? So, you might add some different types of clothes. You might add little snow bits into your graphic. When you're looking for photos, if you don't have authentic stock photography, you might be looking for things that include ice and snow and clouds, okay? It's cold and it's dark. That's a theme that you can be thinking about for December. Hibernating, that's also a theme you can be thinking about for December. People are going to be going on vacations. A lot of people are going on vacations during this time, or staycations. I had a client who we did an entire staycation campaign for last year, created a specific landing page for it, had all the language around social with those phrases, and that worked out really, really well. Holiday traditions is an important theme to just consider. You could milk holiday traditions, and that's all the December content that you need, and you'd be fine. And then family and friends, gatherings, getting together, those are big themes that you can be thinking about in December. And this is kind of the first year in the past few years where people are like allowed to spend time together during this time. 2 years ago, it was nothing. Last year, it was still minimal and mask wearing, etc. So this is the first year where it's more okay for people to actually be spending time together. So how can you capitalize on that in your content and really give people something of value to them that's going to be relatable to what they're experiencing? Okay, last thing I want to cover for December content planning is sports. So, the few things going on in December, NCAA football bowl games are happening during that time. It's the last few weeks of the NFL regular season. NBA is in full swing, and NCAA basketball is in action. So lots of stuff going on, and if you have content that can align with any of these sports, or if your audience is also interested in these types of sports, consider adding threads of this into your content overall. Okay? Listen, that's December. Most important thing I want you to think about is taking a break, okay? Get yourself a break at the end of the year. You deserve it. You have to have it, okay? You're going to do great. Have you heard of the Spryspace membership yet? It's a magical place where you can come to get direct access to social media experts who are doing the things every day. We're talking a private Discord channel where we'll answer questions daily. We're talking video curriculum and live video curriculum that you'll get access to that renews every month. It's timely, it's relevant, it's stuff you should be doing right now that maybe you don't know you need to be doing. We've got blank templates for persona creation, for annual content planning, for annual reporting that we have worked for a decade to create and perfect, and we want to share it with you. If you need this, go to thinkspry.com, click on membership, and I'll see you soon. All right, before I wrap up and send you off, I want to remind you that, you know, that like anger that you've been feeling every time you walk outside lately because it's so cold that you're just angry? You can wear layers. For some reason, I forget this every year. There are weeks during December where I'm so mad because I just feel betrayed by the earth that it could be this cold. And instead of complaining, all of a sudden at one point I remember stocking caps exist and scarves exist and like layered sweatshirts and coats exist. And like the moment I remember that and start acting upon it, I'm no longer angry anymore, at least about that. So maybe that'll help you too. Reminder, get your layers out if you want to be happy, okay? I hope you all have a great rest of your month and that your content planning goes well. And remember, you deserve a break, okay? I will see you soon. Keep learning. Bye.
Social Media with Lacey J is brought to you by Spry Social Media Marketing. Edited and produced by Chad Hinman and executive produced by Lacey J. Fott.